Yo, what's up, guys? This is Ron from the HTCP podcast. Sorry for the technical difficulties. This is part 2 of the 16 episode. Literally. This is my anchor. I'm joined by Jeff and Vu. Our special guest is Shane. So let's get back into it because this is like our third time to stream.
This is like episode 16, right?
16.1.1.
Welcome to the Scuffed Podcast.
Yeah, this is going to be a scuff podcast. I don't know how long Jeff's internet's going to hold up. So next week, we're going to start recording our own audio just in case.
Yeah, really
backup work.
But yeah, so anyways, we're going to jump into it. Shane, we're talking, you're our special guest this week. You love Star Wars. We got that in the first half if you tuned into our podcast stream. But Shane was talking about how he loved his top 3 Star Wars were Episode 3, Rogue One, and then Episode 5.
Mm-hmm.
So Shane, would you like to re-elaborate on that? Brief rundown.
Okay. Okay. So Episode 3, love it just because of the world building within everything around the movies. Rebels, Clone Wars, comic books, excellent world building. Rogue One, excellent world building in terms of like the rebels and the rebel cause leading up to Episode 4. Episode 5, just because of the pivotal moments in honestly Hollywood culture. And just it set a lot of groundbreaking moments in Hollywood cinema as it is. And it's just a great film. Really, really good film.
Awesome.
Short and sweet.
Very nice. All right. To add to Shane's love of Star Wars, I'm not the biggest Star Wars fan. I enjoy Star Wars. I look at Star Wars as a whole instead of just the individual parts. But if I were to rank my movies, number 1 Star Wars movie I like, Rogue One, just because it's one of the movies that we see actual, like, the heroes don't win. And I guess that's what I love to see in movies, but the heroes don't win. Not your typical hero movie.
Yep. At
the end of Rogue One, you know what's going to happen. Or, well, kind of in a sense, if you read the extended
irony.
lore and stuff like that. Yeah, but if these people are in the original trilogy, I mean, there's a reason why.
Alert.
Episode 5 for sure for me is top 3. I would say first and second goes back and forth. But Episode 5 just because you get that pivotal reveal that is so ingrained into pop culture, where we find out, surprise, spoiler alert, Darth Vader is Luke Skywalker's father, and formerly known as Anakin Skywalker. So we find that out, and you're just like, whoa, mind blown. Third, I'd have to go with, I would have to go also Episode 3, just because it was a lot more action oriented, and you see the rise of an iconic type of villain in the Star Wars universe, and it's just crazy because okay, you watch the original, that Darth Vader is Anakin Skywalker, and you see that rise from Anakin into Darth Vader, and it was just crazy to see that type of thing happen. And that explained after, the original trilogy came out in the 70s, I believe, and going back and seeing that. I remember I stood out line when you had to stand out line for movie tickets. You watch Episode 3 with my buddy. So literally, it was really, really, I thought it was really cool, and definitely one of the better ones. But yeah, that's it for me. How about you guys? Do you guys have big Star Wars moments?
I feel Jeff, like I'm Star. For me, I like the part when what was it, Rey and the bad guy kiss. No, I hated that part. What are you talking about? That was terrible. Hated that part.
I can rant about that all day.
Yeah. Oh god, that movie.
The sexual tension between them two was a thing throughout all 3 episodes, but it was funny that they just started kissing at the Rise of the Skywalker. Like what the heck?
Yeah.
I for me, on since you were talking about, was it the third movie, right? Rise of Skywalker.
No, that's Revenge of the Sith.
Revenge of the Sith. Oh, Revenge of the Sith was actually good. But yeah, I actually like that. Out of the original, prequel trilogies, that was definitely the best one. I love the interaction between Padme and like.
Are you saying Phantom Menace is your favorite movie of all time?
Not Phantom Menace, no way. Phantom Menace is definitely the weakest.
But pod racing.
What are you talking about? Yeah, episode.
I just like the video game pod racing.
Watto, bro.
The
I'm a
Nintendo
good
64?
fan. Your mind tricks don't work on me.
That was the weakest one.
Oh,
For sure.
God. Freaking Watto. Jesus. Oh man.
Jar Jar Binks, you know.
Frickin'
Jar Jar,
Jar.
man.
Oh my God, dude.
Like the
That
number
could be
one.
another. That could be another freaking topic. Like
Star Wars
a
just
whole
has
yeah.
so
podcast.
much.
Oh,
You
just
have,
episode one
you
podcast.
could just dedicate like a whole podcast just to Star Wars. There's so much
Yeah.
more,
Oh,
and
there's so
you
much
look
to
at the
talk about.
books and
Yeah,
stuff. Yeah, it's crazy.
the books aren't canonical anymore.
They're not, yeah,
Nope.
because Disney ruined everything.
Hey.
They're like,
Hey,
let's
hey,
throw
come
all
on,
the
come
books
on,
out the
come
window.
on.
Get the Avengers. Did they get the Avengers? So.
Yeah. I mean,
Oh, we
I
could do a
enjoy it for
Marvel
what it
movie.
is. I'll agree with Shane when he mentioned earlier before our podcast scuffed up. We had to reboot, but he's mentioned that he said he's the type of fan that likes, for what they are, enjoys them, and if it has the same theme of of all the other Star Wars movies, he's fine with it.
Okay.
Which I agree. They all feel like pretty much copies of themselves. I mean, they're still.
Yeah.
I still enjoyed like every movie besides The Last Jedi. That one was pretty bad, but the other two were okay. I mean, Force Awakens I put as my my top third just for nostalgic reasons.
That's a good movie.
Watching
Yeah.
with my
Force Awakens is
family,
good.
and then the Rise of the Skywalker, like I was talking about earlier. That one is, to me, it's not too great. I liked it better than The Last Jedi because it tried to stay more like a Star Wars movie, but it is like a Frankenstein movie. You could tell that George Lucas.
It 100% is.
Yeah, I think he was upset. I read that he was really heavily involved with the Rise of the Skywalker, and a lot of his ideas were just thrown out the window. And you could tell like this movie had so many different directions it was supposed to go, but they just edited it and spliced it in certain ways, kind of like how this podcast the episode has been. And it's just
Frankenstein today.
Frankenstein. I might have to Frankenstein
Oh,
edit
God.
this. And as I said that, we lost Shane.
Oh,
There he's coming back.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, we got it back.
Oh my God.
That has to
Yeah.
be the theme of this episode. Like, I think I'm gonna splice the first part what
fragmented,
we had,
yeah.
and I'm just gonna splice like, we'll see.
Oh God. Yeah.
But anyways, yeah,
We
it's a
got
good
Brandon-
segue to that movie.
Yeah, we got Brandon in the chat that says, "You guys remember Kodar, Knights of the Old Republic?"
Ah, yes.
Yeah, well, Disney doesn't. So.
Well, technically, if you look at a lot of the lore that's going on in the books, and even the stuff that's mentioned in Rise of the Skywalker, a lot of the Old Republic stuff is starting to become canon. And starting next year, Disney is starting this thing called the High Republic, which is essentially a reboot of the Old Republic. So a lot of the old lore that people are upset that's getting thrown away is actually going to start becoming canon again. It's just Disney now fleshing out the prequel stuff. So starting February 2020, the next phase of Star Wars, since the Skywalker story is done, it's called the High Republic. So look forward to that, especially you Old Republic fans. It's essentially just that stuff coming back.
Nice.
They're
That's
giving
with,
it the God of War reboot.
There we go.
Yeah, essentially rebooting it.
And that's the kind of stuff. Hopefully, they're going to talk about like Mandalore
Dark-
and
Yep,
Revan,
Revan,
Revan, stuff like that.
Yep.
Whoa.
all that stuff,
That'd be
dude. Yeah, I'm super excited.
Yep.
There's just so
Yeah.
much lore; it's hard to keep up.
Yeah. So
There's a lot.
hopefully-
There's a
yeah.
lot.
So hopefully we get to see some of that Kodar stuff come back. Even like I was so mad when freaking they canceled 1313, the Star Wars game.
Ah,
It was
yeah.
so- it was so
Oh
sad.
yeah, from EA. Did you guys play
That-
the EA game that did come out with them? What was it called again?
dude.
That was actually pretty
I
good.
didn't play that one.
I keep calling it the Force Unleashed, but it's not the Force Unleashed.
Which one?
The new one
The
that
new
just
one.
came out.
Force Awakens?
No,
No,
Is it
that's
Force
Respawn,
Awakens? No,
Oh wait,
It's,
wait,
uh,
no.
That good that you
Fallen
can't
Order.
remember
Fallen
what the
Order.
name is.
Fallen
Fallen
Order.
Order. Chat, come
Fallen
in and
Order. Fallen Order was my favorite game of last year. That was my game of the year.
Yeah, I
Really?
loved it. It felt
I heard
like
a lot of people didn't like it though.
It's short. That's
It's
my only
short.
complaint with it.
yeah,
It's very
it is
short.
short.
Mm.
I liked it because it had the game mechanics between like Uncharted feeling and Dark Souls. That's
Exactly.
literally what it was,
Yep.
and I loved that. And then the storyline was pretty decent. Honestly,
Yeah.
it's better than any of the original. The new trilogy movies. I really liked the new
It
character.
is. Oh my God,
I
it is.
loved the play between like the dark side with the main character had to go through,
Mhm.
and his unique take of being a Jedi, his backstory and stuff like that. And then the ending is so like, oh man, that was
Man,
so cool.
those last 10 minutes
Yeah,
are
it's insane.
insane of that game. Yeah.
You might have to play it
so
when it goes
good.
on sale or something.
Yeah, I'm
It's
sure the
so
Steam
good.
summer sale coming out, or if it's on Steam,
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely recommend Jedi Fallen Order.
Yeah.
EA actually made a good
Oh,
single player game, even though they were
Exactly.
complaining
Hey,
about.
They just
Yeah.
published it. It was all Respawn.
That's
Yeah,
true.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Yeah.
But they are
They
owned by
did
EA
that.
now too. You know, they just
Yeah,
gobble up
but-
all the good developers, and
Yeah.
that's all they do.
But everybody needs to play it so I can hurry up and get my sequel to it.
Yeah. True.
That game was that good. They did greenlight a sequel, so we are getting one.
Nice.
Just no ETA.
Yeah.
I heard it sold really well, so I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It didn't just live off the Star Wars name. It was actually a pretty solid game.
No, it was
Yeah.
actually solid.
A really
It
good
worked
game.
really
And they're
good for,
giving
like,
out
its own IP.
yeah, and I think it was last month they launched free DLC for it. So there's like a lot of stuff you can do in the game. Time trials, more you can update Cal Kestis, like his Jedi powers more, and all of it's free. So they launched a bunch of DLC. I was watching this review. It's about 3 hours worth of DLC for free.
Right.
Nice.
Wow, that's pretty dope.
Yeah.
Nice.
Taking a step in the
oh.
right direction.
Yep.
I didn't really get to mention my top 3 yet. Do you guys mind if I?
No,
Yeah.
no,
Yeah, go for it.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
I just realized I don't think I did it well. If I even know what I would pick. I think for number 3, I'd probably pick like Rogue One, because I thought that movie really surprised me. It really caught me off guard. Like when I went to go watch it, like I wasn't expecting them to go the tone that they were going.
Yeah.
Because most Star Wars movie is more comical, fun. You know, not as serious as that. And
Yeah.
I appreciated it honestly.
Yeah.
Rogue One was excellent.
Yeah.
I mean,
A lot of
I
good characters.
forgot I actually watched that with my family too, but just because Rogue One had more of that really old school original trilogy feel, and that's what the
Mhm.
timeline was. And then all the characters, even though we knew they're expendable, they are pretty likable, pretty decently likable for the short amount of time. It's a whole new cast, so it's pretty
RTK2.
hard. Yeah. So all the other
All
Star Wars
world
movies are
of-
all like nostalgic field. So of course you're probably gonna like a Luke Skywalker or Han Solo. This is a totally new cast, which
Yeah.
is almost kind of forgettable too. Even though I know the movie's a great, solid Star Wars movie, but forgettable because it doesn't have any of the. It's the only Star Wars movie that doesn't have any of the iconic like characters in it. Really.
I think that's what makes it good though. Like
Yeah.
it gave you a fresh.
I don't know.
outlook on
Watch
other
the
people.
last 10 minutes of the movie.
Oh
yeah.
oh yeah, but that
One of the best
that
freaking scenes
Yeah.
ever
Yeah.
in a Star Wars movie.
that
Yeah,
one
I
it
agree.
reminded me of Fallen
It's really
Jedi
good.
too. Fallen Jedi ended like very similar.
Yep, exactly.
Yep.
I know exactly what you're talking about. Yep.
Bro.
Yeah. The last
That-
10 minutes for like both of those are just
Bro. Dude,
perfect.
that reveal was oh my god. Okay,
Man.
you're gonna know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about freaking when Darth Vader came out and just started murking.
Yeah.
Like,
Yep.
Yeah, that
so
was
good.
That was
So
sick.
good.
so.
Yeah.
That was so dope.
You guys,
Well,
you
like,
guys
the
gotta
ending
play
of the movie.
Yeah.
Like,
Fallen
being hyped
Jedi.
up for the next movie.
You guys
Yeah,
gotta
that
play
was
Fallen
it was
Jedi.
quiet,
Yeah.
and then all of a sudden you see the slow reveal.
Yep.
Oh man, just red lights. Just
then.
I'll go watch it again after I get off this.
Yeah.
All right, all right.
Uh,
Netflix
So,
binge.
and
number
then,
two.
number 2, I'll probably pick episode 3.
Okay.
What was that? Revenge of the Sith, right? No, episode 3.
Oh yeah, I love
Pretty
that
much
one
like what
too.
you guys were saying. Yeah, just
Yep.
like what you guys were saying. Like, it was a great way of showing Anakin Skywalker's, descent, into becoming a Sith, and I thought they did a really good job of portraying his, like, the evilness in his heart that's growing.
Emo boy.
Especially with the
Yeah.
going and killing the kids, like the young junior.
The
Oh,
younglings.
Order 66.
The younglings, like
yeah.
just showing him that he was able to like do something so malice and dark, like it just showed like
Yes.
how evil Darth Vader is really going to become. So I
Mm-hmm.
thought they did a good job with that. And it's my
Yeah, all I
number
gotta
one favorite
say-
movie.
I gotta say,
yeah, go
Anakin a simp. No,
Simp,
that's
yeah, simp.
Anakin simp. That's 2020. A young generation would say. All right, sorry.
He
go on.
technically was, though. He really was.
He kind of is the simp
He
Vader.
is.
Revenge of the
is.
Simp.
Darth Sim.
Darth Simpius.
Hey,
Oh,
bro, I
man.
mean, no lie, I love Padme, but I mean, she was kind of like,
I would simp for her. God.
bro,
She,
she
you
was
mean
kinda-
Natalie
she was
Portman?
like- she was
Natalie
like-
Portman?
She was like 30, man. She was hitting on a little kid,
Oh yeah, she's a little weird.
bro.
I'm talking about the actress.
Hey, there was only
Hey,
a
man.
5-year difference. All right. There's only
yeah.
Hey man, different galaxy, different laws.
Hey,
terrible.
hey, if guys could date younger girls, why can't girls date? I mean, you got,
Hey, I mean, yeah.
they got different. Yeah, they got different laws in that galaxy. Just like
Bro, they got aliens dating each other and shit.
Yeah, I guess
Yeah.
there's no legal age in the Star Wars universe.
We got
Exactly.
Oh god. All right. Number one.
And
Ooh.
number one, I think it definitely is episode 6 of the original trilogy, right?
Episode 6. Which
Which
one?
one was number?
Episode 6? Okay.
It's been a while since
Return of the Jedi.
Yeah, Return of
Return.
the
Is that Return of the
Jedi,
Jedi? Yeah, it's been a long time since I've seen that movie, but I just like going from episode 3 and showing Darth Vader's rise, and then seeing his at the end of episode 6, him kind of finding goodness in his heart again, kind of like when Luke kind of showed him the way,
It's him
So I think that was a good transition from both. Showing his transition from both,
Yeah, I agree with that. I love that.
Fair enough.
The fight between him and his father,
him and the Emperor,
and the Emperor too was great.
Yep.
And how he kind of tried to save Luke, seeing a little bit of goodness in his heart.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
See that he wasn't completely lost to the dark side. No. Yeah. I agree.
That's how I hope
Good
2020
choice.
ends with a positive note. Like the Last
I
Jedi.
know, right?
I hope we
Oh
can
my
get saved.
Tying
There
it
you go.
back.
Calling it
Oh.
now. Calling it now.
I'm laughing at the chat. I got Brandon talking about the younglings are a metaphor for the Star Wars extended universe under Disney. In his defense,
Aw,
Oh man.
he had to sip because when she got sad, she died.
Oh man.
you're breaking my heart.
Oh
When
my
him died
god.
in Pacific had been more powerful.
If
That's
only.
pretty good. Oh, that's
She
pretty
died of sadness.
good. Oh my
Oh
god.
man.
That's really what she died of.
Yeah.
Yep.
No lie. You're breaking my heart.
You're breaking my heart. Why aren't you simping for
Oh,
me anymore, Anakin?
Why aren't you a tier 3 sub?
The simp is strong with this one. Oh my gosh. I did want to bring up, I don't know you guys talk about, since we're talking about the simp topic
So
a little
bad.
bit, since everyone talks about it in 2020. Have you guys heard about the Pokimane news and the beef she's getting?
I just
and
watched
What happened with her?
No, I
So-
haven't.
Can you elaborate?
Well, she had beef with It's a Gundam. And you watch him, right, Ron? He makes
No,
it
I
pretty...
watched the video that you linked, but
Yeah.
yeah, it was a very
Yes.
interesting topic.
I watched
Yep.
some of his videos, but what exactly happened between them?
What happened was you know how he makes reaction videos because that's what pays the bills on YouTube now, right? And he does it
Yeah.
a lot on e-girl content. So there was a picture on Twitter that he was making fun of where, let's say, Pokemon's fans were making comments, very simpy comments, and I hope to God that they were just joking, and it sounds like they were, because it doesn't sound like anyone with their right mind would do such a thing. But what they were saying is they would show a picture, maybe they took a picture of Pokimane, at a convention, her and a fan together, and a lot of comments were saying, well, you know what, I'm not going to make rent this month, but I'll drop 500 dono this week, I'll make sure. I'm like, and there's everyone you see shades like, what? Yeah, I'm not gonna make rent this month, but I'll find the money.
I'll pay your
I'll sell
rent, not
drugs.
mine.
I don't know. But
Wow.
people were kind of just trolling in the Twitter comments, right? And he was just making content off of it. That's what a lot of YouTubers do, right? So fair
Right.
game. It's on there, even if they were joking. He did admit, maybe I got it wrong. Maybe they were joking and stuff like that, which I hope they were. But he was just bashing on the fans and saying that, why are you guys donating your $500 when you have to pay your bills or pay rent or get groceries or whatever? And it's like, do you guys expect something in return? I don't know, sexual favors? I don't know what these people think when they donate so much money to an e-girl streamer. I mean, they could do whatever they want with their money. That's fine.
Right.
I respect the hustle that e-girls are trying to do, but I've just been seeing way too much of this, especially now during COVID. There's a lot more, I guess, lonely people. They want to kind of, be on the e-girl stream and kind of get a little bit of attention. I get that.
Yeah.
And there's
There's
no
been a
bars
huge
open.
rise of e-girls since COVID started.
Yep,
A huge
A
rise.
huge rise. So it's kind of a good thing they're getting a little exposed, because maybe it would make their content different from each other, because most of their content's kind of the same and a little bit lackluster.
Yeah.
So, but at the same time, going back to Pokimane, the reason why she was upset is because, obviously the Sims give her money. She doesn't want to alienate that type of
That revenue.
that fan base. She did
Yeah.
say though, and she deleted these tweets. She said that, I do not condone anything. I do not give any type of pictures or anything when they donate to me. They just do it out of their free will, and and I appreciate them and stuff like that. But she did delete that comment because it kind of reveals that a rumor that she's in a relationship. The way her tone was was like she's already in a relationship, and that's one of the reasons why she kind of deleted those comments, to kind of keep that dream alive. Because most of these e-girls always say that they're single, just to kind of, put their revenue up. Yeah, it's mostly a lie. Some do come out, shout outs to them. Like they do come out and say that they have a boyfriend openly, but they do considerably have less money in donations. So there's a reason why they play that hustle. So she was bagging at It's a Gundam because, and the reason why it got controversial is because she was attacking his sponsors, saying that why would you have like sponsor this video when this guy's just bashing girls and calling them thoughts for 20 minutes, which he wasn't. He wasn't bashing them that badly, but yeah, she has so much clout, on the internet that actually one of the sponsors did drop him. It was kind of a big sponsor he had coming up.
Really?
Ridge Wallet stuck with them and defended him a little bit, so that was good on them. But yeah, he did lose money over it, and he wasn't crying about it. He did make a response video, but a lot of people were just so upset that that's a low
people
blow.
Will do anything to try to get you canceled. Well, just even for the smallest stuff, like you can't like okay, if you don't like what he said, then you can make a reaction video and speak your mind on what he has to say, but you don't need to like attack somebody's livelihood, like
exactly.
Whatever, like
he literally went there. It was very low blowish. Everyone was bashing her for it, and this was rumored. But a lot of Twitch streamers say that Pokemon's like, she's a good person on camera, and she probably is a pretty decent person. But if you get on her bad side, then she could turn Super Saiyan on you. No pun intended. You go literally Super Saiyan, Kefla Super Saiyan on you. Female Super Saiyan. So they say she's really nasty when you get on her bad side. She'll destroy you, and that's where literally she tried to cancel It's a Gundam, and it was just so much crazy drama. It's like. And it kind of relates to what we were talking about last week about cancel culture. It's just too much of that going on right now.
Yeah.
What are you guys' thoughts of it?
Like that kind of stuff. I don't know. It depends. Like in one aspect, I can't knock her hustle. Like I mean, if these people want to donate, hey, they're gonna donate.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not here to tell people how to spend their money. If they want to donate, if they don't want to make rent, if they want to pay somebody else's rent this month instead. Like I mean, whatever, man. Literally. But as far as like, It's a Gundam, like, I mean, hey, it's one of those things where, I can understand where he's coming from. But then again, there is freedom of speech, but that's not freedom from consequence. And for Pokemon to go kind of low and go after the sponsor and, actually like tweet at them, it's like that cancel culture kind of stuff like we were talking about last week. It's just like, people are out there to kind of, basically they're out there to go ahead and get there. But I mean, I could see, people respond to being attacked differently. And this is one of those instances, somebody else, they could have been like, all right, cool, whatever. I'm just going to, you let it roll off. But if it's affecting Pokemon's income, I mean, you're messing with somebody's livelihood.
Oh, she's a millionaire.
It's like one of those things, like it's a hard line to kind of draw because there are pros and cons on both sides, just like any part of the story. There's always two sides, and for him to bash on her, I mean, hey, it's one of those things where like we were talking about last week, is that considered bullying? Is he is he bringing up stuff?
I think it's
like that?
It's all fair game depending on their content, because she judges. There's something called rate streamers on Twitch, and so a lot of people are kind of very negative about that. There's a lot of girl streamers, including Pokemon, where they rate streamers based on like a lot of times it's based on their looks, or they know some of these personally, but it never feels good to be like rated that way, like how people do on Tinder, like left, right. No one knows these people. They're just very superficial type of thing, and rating them by looks only is very superficial. So she low-key does that herself, and a lot of her content is just looking at content that's not her own content and just reacting to it. So she's not any better than what Gundam's doing. I mean, Gundam's doing that too. He's just looking what's out there, reacting to it. I mean, it's all fair game, to be honest.
I mean, if it's the same, if it's like that, that's fair game. I mean, it is what it is. If you're kind of perpetuating that kind of culture and you're doing the same thing, I mean, you should expect it. If you're out there and you're making money off of this, looking at other people's content. I mean, hey, it is what it is. You can't say, oh no, I'm excluded from this kind of group. Like, no, that's not how it works.
What goes around comes around at that point.
Exactly. Yeah. She can't judge that. He's No, that's his opinion.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
It's okay for her to like bash him back, but don't go after his money. That's pretty low blow.
yeah, that's pretty dirty. Like, go back after, like, react to his reaction. Just constantly do that.
Yeah.
Like, people are gonna,
Right on.
if she played it smart, like, literally, that would have probably generated more. Be like, oh yeah, hey, blah blah blah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
With great
I
power,
support you.
with great power
Yeah,
comes great responsibility, and then she has a lot of power and influence, and
Exactly.
she just wanted to
to me,
destroy him.
Yeah.
To me, if you're gonna be online like that and posting stuff, and it's out in the public like that, you should already expect that there are going to be people out there that are going to say something about you, positive or negative. Like, you shouldn't be so surprised that there's somebody saying that about you. Like, just listen to it. You don't like it, move on. Like, you don't need to put your life, make that the point of your life right there.
Right.
Just move on.
Drama
like
makes the best content, though. That's the thing.
Exactly.
People love, people bashing each other. It's good, but not to the point where you draw the line, though.
Exactly. Where you're affecting somebody's sponsor, like, bro. Like, I don't know about that. That's definitely
that's kind of crossing the line. That's definitely crossing the line.
I mean,
but
both are American. It's just one of those
I think
we deal with so much
exhaust
real life drama anyway. Yeah, like we deal with so much real life drama. Like, who cares about what their drama is? Let's let's talk about it.
Oh my
anime drama. Instead.
Let's talk about some anime drama.
drama.
That's a good segue.
What have you guys been up to with anime? Let's talk about that. That's a little bit more fun.
Let's get back into the fun.
She needs some recommendations for anime.
Oh yeah, exactly. So,
we got you.
Let's do that.
You, Chibi, if you're still listening. This week, dude, I've been binging a lot of stuff. So it's been funny because I think I texted my other buddy like on Thursday or something, and yesterday I finished like 3 animes.
Nice.
So 3 anime series and a couple movies. So I have Promare. If you're fans of literally,
I need to watch that.
Trigger. Bro, literally watch Promare. It is like the best of Gurren Lagann, Kill la Kill. It's all got references. Same studio. It's great. It's a wonderful action-packed movie. Yeah, Trigger is probably one of my favorite anime studios. And of course, I picked up these 2, Ponyo and Howl's Moving Castle.
Nice.
Steelbooks. And they're re-released with these steelbooks. So if you can snag them while supplies last, because they are selling out super quick. But in addition to that, I've finished Shield Hero. That was great. I finished it yesterday.
Man, Shield Hero. Yes.
In addition, Shield Hero was great. I finished How Heavy Are Your Dumbbells? Or How Heavy Are the Dumbbells That You Lift? So it's an anime based on like weightlifting and weight training and stuff like that.
Cute really anime good. Girls.
Yeah, and then that one? The last one is what's the other one that I had? Shield Hero. Let me look it up real quick. I forgot.
Full weed mode. Boosto.
Yeah. I forget what the other one is. Oh, come back to me. But those I finished 3 animes and I was like, all right, cool. But those ones are pretty solid. So if you haven't watched Shield Hero, watch Shield Hero. It's really good. And How Heavy Are Your Dumbbells That You Lift? That's a really good one too.
Where can you watch those animes? Where'd you watch them?
You could find them on, I think, Crunchyroll or Funimation, I think.
I know the Miyazaki films.
I totally use those.
HBO Max. I think HBO Max is for all the Studio Ghibli films. Ghibli.
Yeah.
Oh, they have it?
They're all on HBO Max. Unfortunately, but on Netflix and other countries, they have all the Studio Ghibli movies. And I'm so sad that the U.S. doesn't, because HBO took the rights for them for streaming them. But everywhere like Netflix, I know, but I guess someone could just use a VPN, I guess. And watch it, like in Netflix Australia or UK, because sadly, Netflix US doesn't have them locked up. But what about the movies you've watched, Ron? Like, have you or Shane? Have you guys watched any type of animes lately?
So I picked up the Studio Trigger movie I think last week. I've been meaning to watch it. It's just been a hectic week, but same thing as Ron. Studio Trigger is like one of my favorite animation studios. Kill la Kill, Darlene Franks, Gurren Lagann. Like, I love everything they do, so I'm definitely looking forward to watching it when I get some downtime. Actually, I'll probably watch it after we get off.
Oh yeah.
Especially I got tomorrow off, so I can stay up and binge it a little bit. I haven't really been watching too many new animes. I'm not really into like any of the new stuff that's out, honestly. A lot of it's just copy and paste. Slice of life, copy and paste. The what do you call it? The RPG, super smart guy gets trapped in the Dungeons and Dragons type world. Like they're all
called isekai.
Isekai, yeah,
animes.
Isekai, yes.
Yeah.
Even Shield Hero. Shield Hero, I think, is the best. Shield Hero and ReZero are the top 2 best isekais I've ever seen. But everything else is literally copy and paste, and it's like it bores me. I'll watch like 5 episodes, and I'm like, I've seen this. Slime Hero.
I mean,
same thing.
I agree. It's true. A lot of it's too much saturation. We're going to an isekai phase right now, and I kind of wish we could reborn in another world now, because 2020 is pretty bad. But maybe that was the whole theme that they were predicting. Someone's gonna catch corona and wake up in a new world with the anime waifu. That's gonna be a new episode. Oh yeah.
Everyone, time, dude.
I know. I'm pretty sure someone's writing it up. But yeah, for sure. Like for me, I've been watching anime on Netflix. I mean, I guess if you call Last Avatar kind of like an influenced anime, it's very highly influenced
by anime,
but not an anime.
Cartoon.
There's a movie called Lu Over the Wall. Have you guys heard of that? It's on Netflix.
That was pretty good.
That one's great. It's kind of like reminds me of Little Mermaid a little bit, a mix between that, mix between kind of like Ponyo, a little bit of romance between the main character and the mermaid type character, and if you have love for music and things like that. It was a really solid movie. So definitely check that out on Netflix. Netflix has so many good animes coming out. What's coming up as well is Mirai.
Some really good ones.
You ever heard of Mirai? That's more of
Mirai. That's not Hosada. That's
It's Hosada, I think. Hosada.
No, that's what's his name. Mirai is from the guy that did Weathering with You, right?
Hold on, let me look it up. I think
it up
real
quick.
About.
Yeah. I think it is someone from one of the I forgot. I think it was from
Shinkai. That's his name.
Shinkai, yeah. So he did centimeters per second, right?
5 centimeters per second.
5 centimeters per second.
Weathering with You. He did Your Name. He did. I just watched another thing from him the other day. It's Garden of Words. Garden of Words is on.
Garden Words.
Yeah.
All excellent.
Yeah. Very nice.
Yeah, I love Garden Words. It was only like less than an hour, that movie too.
Yeah, it's 45 minutes.
The animation is so good.
So good.
In one. But Mirai, doesn't disappoint either. I watched it about a year ago in theaters when it was out, and literally it's kind of like a coming of age film for.
Is Mirai Weathering with You in English or in Japanese?
They have English dubs, yeah.
Yeah, there's English dubs for both.
There's English dubs.
Which one is Mirai? Is Mirai the? Is it?
Mirai is the. I'll send it in the chat.
Is there? It's not Weathering with You, is it?
No, it's not Weathering with You.
No.
But it's coming out on Netflix.
It has a very similar cover. Well, they all have similar covers.
Yeah. A little bit same theme.
Yeah, but those lately have been like the animes I've been like into lately. More than like your typical shonen, and like we're talking about. I don't know if you heard wrong, but like the isekais and stuff like that. Like the
otherworld stuff.
Yeah, like I'm just so burnt out on those. But like Mirai, Weathering with You, Your Name, all of those lately have been like the ones I've been going and leaning more towards because they're just so really well done.
Yeah, no, they are.
Yeah, I really do like them.
Yeah.
That's why I've been my go-to has been anime movies lately because Netflix has been killing it with it. So I've been taking a break on kind of recent animes, like Shane said. A lot of it's kind of the same. I do like series like, what was it, Food Wars, Love is War. Love is War.
Love is War is fantastic. Yeah.
Oh, that's the other one. That's the other one.
Love is War is good.
Yep.
Yeah,
I really like that.
Love is War is hilarious.
That's the other one. I love that. It's so good. I love Chica. Her dance is so cute. Yeah.
Oh, that's what kind of made the anime popular. That dance at the end was so good.
Yeah,
so
I kept thinking, I was like trying to find out what the heck that dance was. I was like, oh, but yeah, season 2 just started. I think they just had the newest episode today. You can find it.
I gotta catch up. I was watching it a little bit.
Very, very good.
Super good.
No, I think Mirai is. It should be just. Let me
coming out in June, early June, June 12th. I think.
June-ish, yeah.
So we could always talk about it in a future podcast. Don't want to spoil it too much. It is really good.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it a lot, and it really kind of looked like
my list.
It kind of like, since I guess I'm older now, and like it kind of imagined if I had a kid and if I had an imagination like that with my kid. Mirai is like kind of like teaching you a little bit about parenthood, from what I remember, from two different perspectives. so a child can really
Oh.
enjoy it through the
Movie.
perspective of the child of their imagination. That was
Yeah.
part of the theme of it, and parenthood too. Like growing into parenthood was part of the whole theme. So I really like that. Kind of covered all those angles a little bit. True kind of family movie.
Right.
So definitely have to look into it. What about
Here
you,
it is.
Rolla F? Ooh, what's up?
Oh, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I haven't been like really been on my my anime or even video game but lately. Like I think just because of this whole like COVID thing, it's kind of like put me on like this weird mood of just like not really watching anime or doing anything. Like I don't know.
Makes me want to watch
I've
anime
been
more
off.
now.
Really?
No, I don't know. It's weird. I think it's just 'cause, like being at work and then being hella tired and then coming home. I just like
Oh yeah, I can
just
see
feel
that.
burnt
Yeah.
out all the time.
I know what you
I get
mean.
hella lazy. Yeah.
Yeah,
But
that's
I mean,
so true.
the latest the latest anime I finished really was just Fruit Basket. I have it as my wallpaper.
Yep, looks
I don't know if
good.
you guys watched the original Fruit Basket yet. or
Yeah,
not.
I watched the
Yeah.
original, and we'll talk about it more because we got cut off the last time we were talking about it. But because
Yeah.
of my internet. But yeah, the original one, short and sweet. I enjoyed it a lot. Pretty much, it's a show. Whoever hasn't seen it, pretty much all anime fans have seen it.
Mm.
It's about a girl that walks into a house filled with people that are based off the Chinese zodiac, and just
Yep.
pretty much cool hijinks, lovable characters, funny interactions between them, slice of life. So
Yep.
the old one's
Real
classic.
chill, relaxed kind of.
Mhm.
It's
Yeah,
really good.
I really like how they did the new one, like with the animation style. Like it's super updated, so it doesn't look all sketchy like the old ones. So and the voice acting, dub and sub is really good, honestly.
I'm gonna watch it in
And
dub then.
interactions, yeah, you should you should. And the interactions between all the characters are really fun, playful. Like there are episodes where it's really sad and depressing, but like in a good way. There's I don't know. It's a good anime. Very fun to watch if you're feeling kind of down.
That one is like the slice of life kind of stuff too, right?
Mhm.
Yep, slice of life.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
yeah, it's real fun. Like, and it all has like a real magical aspect to it.
Very
so
spiritual.
It's like
I
real life,
remember.
real life
Oh.
mixed with a little bit of magic. So it's like, it's not too like too Harry Potter-ish or anything like that, but just a little bit of magic in there just to make it a little fun.
I need to watch the new one because I've seen the original years ago. And
Hmm
my question to you guys though, what's your Chinese zodiac sign? You guys know?
I
Oh.
think I'm the horse.
I think we're probably
If I
all gonna be the
remember right.
horse.
We're all gonna be goat.
Yeah.
I'm
Well,
the
I'm a
horse.
Yeah, or
I'm a
goat.
Either
sheep-
goat or
sheep
horse
goat.
because we're similar age, right?
Greatest of all
Yeah.
time, baby.
The goat. Oh yeah, huh? Goat.
Mhm. And the
Uh,
goat, baby.
So Shane and I are horses. Horses represent.
Whoop, whoop.
Who was the horse
Horses get that
character?
big-
Who was the horse character in the Fruit Baskets? I don't remember.
who was the horse? Was there a horse? I forget.
Yeah, there was all. I mean, they even had a cat
Yeah,
because they
horse-
mentioned that the
horse.
cat
Shigure?
was
Yeah.
left out of the
Shigure?
zodiac. It was an old Chinese.
No, Shigure
story.
is a dog, I think.
Oh, okay.
It's Isuza?
Oh,
Is
there's
it
the
Suzu?
girl.
Yeah.
Oh, I got it. Yes, see. I totally forgot the storyline.
Oh, yeah. And which one was the cow? Was there the cow too?
I don't know. Man, I need to rewatch this anime stuff.
Yeah, you should. It's really good.
I watched the first episode of the newer one and it was pretty good. Just I know it's closer to the actual manga, but like it's one of those things like
Oh, okay.
I grew up and I loved the original Fruits Basket, so I was like, this isn't what I remember. So I kind of just like, put it on my back burner. I was like, I'll watch it later, and I ended up just watching like the original Fruit Baskets. I was like,
Yeah.
oh, this is what I remember.
Are all the episodes
Right,
out
yeah.
now for the new one? Did they finish?
I think they only have.
Yeah, they
The first
I
season
think
done?
season
The
yeah,
first
first
season.
season's done.
Okay, so I
Mm.
could binge it sometime. Because I was watching
It's
episode
not,
one.
it's not that long either.
Hatsuharu is
I
the
think
cow.
the cow was
Oh,
yeah, I was gonna
Hatsuharu.
say I think it was that
Yeah, I
yeah,
thought
the white haired dude.
with the,
And the interesting about this anime too is like a lot of the characters are very like androgynous. Like you can't tell like
Yeah.
who's a boy, who's a girl. It can get a
Oh,
little
yeah.
confusing.
That's true. From
Yeah.
what I remember,
Like a lot of
They're very-
animes.
they were very
Yeah.
like gender neutral. Those characters.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I mean, it's really. I know a lot of girls love the anime, like
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sailor Moon, Card Captors. They love.
Hey, I love
Uh,
Sailor Moon.
you got-
Hey.
Fruit
Those are
Baskets.
still some of my
Card Captor, man.
favorites.
They should do a remake of
Chobits.
that. I
Remember
love
Chobits?
Card Captor.
Chobits, love
Yeah,
Chobits.
we're
Chobits.
going back.
Going way back.
Ranma, one half.
Hey.
I love that one.
Oh,
And
Yu Yu
Inuyasha.
Hakusho. I
Yu Yu
just started
Hakusho.
watching Yu Yu again too.
Oh,
The original
you
Yu-Gi-Oh.
never watched Yu Yu Hakusho?
Yu Yu
That's-
Hakusho. Yeah.
That is
Oh,
a super
man,
good show.
yeah.
So good.
See, that's
Black
the
Tournament
show
was the
they need to
best.
bring back. They need to bring
Yeah.
that back and remaster it. That needs like
They-
a
They did do an
Like high
OVA.
They
treatment.
need a remake.
I think they did do an
Yes, it
OVA
does.
episode of Yu Yu Hakusho like a couple years ago, but it was just
Yeah,
like
they
one
did.
episode. I didn't really watch it, but
Bring the spirit gun back.
Yes.
heck yeah,
Ah,
gun.
the show was so good.
Yeah, it's so
Um,
good.
And then just going back, because I was like, I haven't watched too much in I'd say the past 2 months, but I did finish. Usually, how I watch my anime, like I'm super weird. I'll watch the first 5 episodes, see if I even like it. Then I literally wait for the season to finish. So I finished up My Hero. Finally, Ron was getting on me forever to finish up
I
this
need to
last
finish
season.
that too. Oh my god.
But like where I'm at in the manga right now, it would be technically like end of season 5, season 6, I would assume. So I already kind of knew what was going to happen, but seeing it animated was nuts. Like the last episode of this season was so good.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like you watch it, all you hear in the background is freaking you say run. No.
Oh man.
Okay.
Tower of God. I'm watching.
I gotta watch
I
that.
watched the
Tower of
first
God. That
episode was
sounds
good.
familiar.
Oh man, there's too much to watch.
Oh yeah, there's
I
a
know.
Never
lot
too
of
much
Tower of
content
God's
we can
good.
enjoy, you know.
Which one is Tower of
Uh,
God? I think I've heard about that one.
That one is like
It's anime of the year. It's gonna get anime of the year.
Yeah, I
hands
keep
down.
hearing everything about it.
I've heard about it
kinda
too.
want to check it out.
I
I
think
heard it's like
it's exclusive to Crunchyroll, right? And it was originally a Webtoons comic.
Yeah.
And they
Oh,
and
oh, okay.
Crunchyroll
yeah.
footed the bill to get it animated, I believe.
Yep.
So that's what I heard about. A friend was telling me about it too. So definitely that
Well,
sounds
what
like
is it about exactly?
It's definitely worth watching. Let me see. Where did I leave off? I think I fell asleep halfway through episode 2.
I think
But
I need to resubscribe to Crunchyroll for a month, binge.
Crunchyroll.
Yeah, shout out to
Yeah.
Crunchyroll if you guys want to sponsor us. I mean,
Yeah,
Get us
Crunchyroll.
free
Shout out
essentially-
Funimation, Crunchyroll. Come at us.
Yeah.
because it's on episode 12, I think, at this point. They've been like pumping them out, but from what I remember, because I was watching it when I was at work and I was like half in, half out. Essentially, at the top of the tower, like lives like ultimate power, and everyone's essentially like fighting to get to the top of the tower.
Oh.
You can become a god, you
okay.
become rich. So like every episode is like kind of introducing new characters as you're going up these different levels of the tower.
Oh,
Oh, nice.
interesting.
Gotcha.
Is it in
Okay.
English and Japanese?
I think it's just Japanese for now.
Japanese for now. Okay.
It's called
Yeah.
sub or dub, bro. Get it right.
Sub or dub. Dang it.
Well, you know,
can't
I wouldn't be surprised if they start doing dubs for it, because they've been doing like
Okay.
simul-dubs like
Simul-dubs.
really.
Yeah, that's what
pretty
Funimation
quick.
does. That's the reason why I kind of stuck
Yeah.
with Funimation only for now.
Yeah.
I haven't subbed to Crunchyroll in some time now, but in other
Crunchyroll's
news,
starting some Crunchyroll anime, like they're putting up both of them at the same
yeah,
time.
I've noticed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've noticed there's some that have dub, which I appreciate. I like the option to listen to both. It's like sometimes I'll listen to episodes in like Japanese, and then when I get kind of tired, I'll watch it in dub this
Yeah.
episode.
Right.
Yeah. Usually the dub anime doesn't really bother me too much. But
Yeah.
change
Unless
gears a
the
little
voice
bit.
acting's really bad.
Oh, it is. The
If it's really bad, then I won't.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
If the voice
No.
acting's really bad.
I feel it. Like Yu Yu
That's
Hakusho,
rough.
since I watched it when I was younger, like I'll live for the dub.
Oh, I love those classic
Yeah.
voice
It's
actors.
good.
Hands down.
It's good.
Yeah.
Those
Hands
classic
down.
voice actors have like a weird
Voice of our
thing to 'em.
childhood.
Yeah.
Mhm. Exactly.
Yeah.
My
And
question.
then,
Speaking of dub, though,
What
sorry
dub?
to interrupt. Speaking
Oh,
of
no,
dub, though, because I just started. So my favorite anime in the past like 10 years, I would say, is hands down Parasite. Parasite is my favorite anime like of all
I
time.
Heck
wanna
yeah.
start that.
100%.
Watched it.
So good.
100%.
I
So
just
the
saw that got
dub-
released on Netflix.
Yep.
Yeah, the dub
Watch
just
it,
went
dude.
live on Netflix, and I never
Mm.
watched the dub. I've always watched the subtitled. The dub is really
Oh,
good.
you know
I just
what? I'll rewatch it in
rewatched
dub because I watched it in
It's-
Japanese when it came out weekly years ago.
It's really good.
It's so
Yeah.
okay. I gotta rewatch
That's
it.
another one I want to watch.
Yeah, definitely
It's-
watch it for sure. That's one of my top.
Yeah.
Hey, we should watch it and do like a Terrace House thing like we did for like just talking about the episodes. Since
Heck
I
yeah.
never
Just
seen it.
have a box of tissues near you because you're gonna just
Oh,
cry.
no.
It's rough, man. It's rough.
Oh no.
Yeah.
After I
I hate
finished
bad animes.
Yeah.
We should do
I
a.
love those animes. I love
you-
those ones that make me cry.
Do you guys all have Amazon Prime? We should do like
Yeah.
we should do like they got something called watch parties on Twitch now.
Oh, you're right.
Oh,
right.
they have on Hulu, Netflix, and Amazon
Yeah.
Prime. They have the live where you can watch it at the same time.
Yep,
That's
that and
right.
you well, Yeah, exactly. What that's pretty much what watch parties is on Twitch, but you could also stream it to other people who have Twitch Prime to watch it together. So we could all be like commentating a little bit while watching certain animes or movies together. So I think it's locked to affiliates and partners for now, and it's only in the US. But we could do it on my channel. Yeah, it's my channel.
I think I reached affiliate. Yeah, I reached affiliate like right before I stopped streaming for a bit.
Yeah, it's good. That's usually where everyone kind of stops at. It's kind of like hard to get partnered after that.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah,
I want to ask you guys, since we did like a top 3 for Star Wars movies, what would be your guys like top 3 like anime movie or series? You know.
Ooh.
I don't think we ever got this.
That's actually I don't think we really talked about. That's too hard.
Yeah,
top 3.
Just pick this whatever out the top of your head, like real quick. Movie.
I'll put number
series,
1.
Matter.
The Girl Leap Through Time. That's just the first one that comes to my head.
That's a really good
That's a
movie.
good one.
Oh, dude, I was gonna put that on my top. The first time I ever seen that movie was at your house, Jeff.
Yep,
and I loved
that's
that
why
movie.
we loved it. We loved it at the same moment. It's such a good movie.
Yeah. we fell in love with what's her name? What's her name?
I forgot. I have to rewatch that movie. I saw it so many times at the time.
I forget what her name was.
It was probably Makoto.
Something like that.
Yeah, I watched it so many times, man.
Yeah.
What else was a really good one? Silent Voice. For sure.
Dang,
Silent
dude, you gotta
Voice
like
is
take
rough.
up my
Yeah,
list.
I'll take it up the list before you guys take it. It's gonna get hard. Third.
Just so basic.
Yeah, that's very basic, but this is what's coming up. Just
those
on
are
top of
good
my
movies.
head. Number 3. I think I gotta go with the Miyazaki film with this one. Princess
Miyazaki?
Mononoke. That's like my.
Mononoke.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Good choice. Yeah. All right. How about you,
What's
Shane?
the next? Yeah.
Or Boo? Whoever's next.
Ooh.
Yeah, go ahead, Shane.
Okay. Obviously Parasite.
Okay.
I will throw in My Neighbor Totoro.
Totoro's good.
And see, it's going to be a toss-up. I would say I'm literally going through my list right now. All right, it would either be G Gundam or
She's about to give us a deep cut.
Bro, it did.
probably Anoha.
Anohana?
Anohana, the
no.
That one's pretty sad.
No, you don't know.
The day we
Full
saw the
Metal.
flower.
Full Metal.
Yeah.
Full Metal.
Full Metal's
Full
good.
Metal.
Which one?
Okay.
Full
The
Metal
Shambhala
Brotherhood.
movie
Brotherhood or
or
original?
Brotherhood.
Brotherhood.
Brotherhood movie?
Brotherhood.
Was there a movie for
Yeah.
Brotherhood? I forgot.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay,
did,
they both had a movie. Yeah.
It was like the ending
Yeah.
movie.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was good. Conqueror Shambhala was pretty decent too. I like that one. That was
Yeah.
not
yeah.
the Brotherhood
That one's
movie,
good,
but
too.
it was the other one. That was really
Yep.
good as well. Man, there's so many good ones. I want to honorable
Yeah.
mentions. Akira. We have
Akira.
pretty
Yeah.
much almost all the Studio Ghibli movies.
Yeah.
How about you, Ron? Where are you looking at?
Bro, I
but
can't narrow.
ReZero.
I
Sorry,
can't.
can I take that back?
Yeah.
ReZero.
There's a movie for
Oh,
ReZero?
ReZero.
No, I'm just saying ReZero
it's
might
an
be
anime.
overtaking Full Metal. Like Full Metal definitely is in my top, but I think
Yeah.
I rewatched ReZero over like I watched
Season
it
2's
maybe
coming
once
out,
a
right?
year. Yeah, I think ReZero might be overtaking Full Metal for me
Nice.
because they're both really good.
I like
Ugh,
ReZero a
it's
lot.
tough.
I mean, even Elon Musk likes ReZero. He wanted to fund. So what? Who do I fund to get a second
The
season?
cat
That's
girl?
what he said. I don't know if that
Dang.
tweet was fake, but
They
Elon
need
Musk
another
was.
Fully Cooley. That's what they need.
Oh
They
my
do have
God.
them. They do have
Yeah.
two.
They
Did you
have-
see
They
the other
do?
one?
Yeah,
with
they
two
have
movies or
progressive
two
and alternative.
shows.
Yeah.
They're not as
Oh, I
good
haven't
though.
seen. I only seen
I-
the original series.
Vanilla, alternative, and I think.
I
I think I saw progressive. I didn't see alternative,
Progressive,
but it was
yeah.
okay.
I didn't see either
Progressive
one of
was-
them.
Yeah.
What,
I don't
are they
know.
on Are they on Netflix?
No,
Or not
I
Netflix,
don't
but
think so.
Crunchyroll.
they aired on Toonami, old school, but no one
Yeah.
really watches Toonami.
Oh, that's
like later.
right. That's
Nobody has
right. 'Cause it was
cable
like,
anymore.
yeah, because it didn't like Tanami fund them or something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah.
That's right.
and that's
That's
another
right.
one I kind of want to watch. I mean, progressive was okay. It's not gonna be as great as the original. I didn't watch
Never.
Fully Cooley Alternative, but yeah,
Alternative is the third season.
Alternatives on Crunchyroll.
it is okay. Cool.
Yeah. Oh no,
Mm.
wait. I'm confused. I think
They
they have
have to
both.
be on.
It says progressive tells the story of 14-year-old, and then it says alternative. So I think they.
Yeah.
Yep, they're
That's
both
it.
on here.
Oh, there you
Cool.
go.
Okay,
Code
nice.
chat is saying Code Geass. I forgot about that one.
Code
That was one of
Geass
my
is
favorites
great.
too. Overlord is
Yeah,
great.
yeah.
Love the
Shield-
story. Hate
Shield
the
Hero.
animation.
Shield Hero is really,
Oh,
really
yeah.
good. I
Shield
enjoy
Hero's
it.
good.
Check that out.
Code
Yeah.
Geass for sure, man. That's
Code
one
Geass
of those
is
anime.
great.
The storyline
I-
stands out. so much.
Code Geass, I love it. I love the story. I can't do that Clannad, which is weird because I love Sailor Moon, but I hate the lengthy Clannad.
Face.
You don't like Clannad anime?
Not Clannad, but like the clan. What do you call it? That's I don't know, that animation style. It's just
The long
it
face.
doesn't work. Yeah, it just doesn't work for me for that anime.
Oh, I see what
feel
you
it.
mean. Yeah.
They're not
Like,
the
I
they're
don't
not
know.
English
realistic
dub.
looking anime girls.
English dub in Code Geass is pretty good though. Listed
Yes.
anime good.
It is.
Yes.
Code Geass is so good. Like I met with
Yeah.
Johnny Young Bosch before
Johnny Young
Thach
Bosch.
Anime with
Yep.
my ex at the time. And Thach, we took a picture
Nice.
of him. He's a really cool guy. He has his own
Lelouch.
rock band, and
Lelouch, yeah.
one of his favorite characters, he voiced Lelouch, and obviously
Lelouch.
Ichigo from Bleach and stuff like that, which I've been watching
Mhm.
too. I've been trying to
And
catch
he's
up
done
with
that.
Bleach since 2020 is
Nice.
going to be the new season of Bleach coming out finally after a hiatus. There's just
Yep.
so much anime to talk about. We just
Yeah.
we're flushing
Okay.
in.
So I think I got my top 3.
Clamp. That's what I meant.
Go.
Clamp. Yeah, that
in-
Clamp
in
Oh,
mind.
style.
clamp. I got you.
Yeah, Clamp. I was
Oh,
like, I
yeah.
can't was like Clannad, but yeah, Clamp. Some of it's hit or miss for me.
I
Yeah.
see.
Right.
Boo, you go because I have so
Still
much
thinking?
I want to talk about.
Okay.
It's pretty rough for me too, but I think I'm just gonna try to throw some out there that I really love that I find memorable. So, I think for me, number 3 is I love Attack on Titan. Like
Okay.
Yes.
I know a lot of people feel certain ways about Attack on Titan, but I just like that it's such a bold anime and it's such a in its own way. Like I feel like the story and the animation, everything is like it's pretty top notch.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
I think I'll go on record and say I think Attack on Titan has the best anime or the best animation in
Mhm.
a series. I won't say movie because there's
Yeah.
definitely like
What's
Miyazaki
the
movies from
animation?
top. But
What's the
the
animation studio
animation
again?
for they're changing it for the last season. That's what's kind
Yeah.
of worrying me.
They have the trailer.
Oh,
I
really?
wanted to mention it. Good thing you brought it up, Boo. The final trailer just came out for the last season, and it looks
Oh.
really good, man.
Dude.
They do have a different animation
wait.
studio though, where I'm kind of upset about because I
Yeah.
love what was the animation studio for the
That's what I'm
other
trying to find now.
I forgot. They're so good though,
I don't
man.
remember.
I
Yeah,
forgot.
The
that's what-
animation
that's
is so good.
That's what really captivated me with that show was just the animation and
Yeah.
how
Yeah.
dark and gritty everything is. You know,
I hope
Wit
the
Studio.
last season. Oh, Wit Studio,
Mhm.
exactly. They
Yeah.
did. They're such a
Yep.
good studio. Anyways, I guess because they have other projects lined up, they're such a good studio. But the
Yep.
final studio, I'm not sure what the animation studio looks like. But after watching the trailer for the final season, it doesn't look too
Mhm.
bad. It looks pretty close to Wit Studio. So
Can't wait
hopefully,
to check it out.
yeah, check it out. But yeah, you were
Mhm.
saying, well, go on. You were
So, yeah,
saying
that-
after Attack on Titan.
Yeah. So Attack on Titan number 3, number 2, maybe Cowboy Bebop. You
Fair
know,
Oh,
enough.
Bebop.
Yep.
Bebop's
love
Very,
Cowboy
very-
Bebop.
yep.
There's so many good ones.
Classic
Yes.
anime.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. It's a classic anime. Everybody, who's into anime has seen it.
Yep.
Great voice acting. Like great story. Just same thing.
Mm-hmm.
Done. We talked about Cowboy Bebop extensively before, over and over. We always
wish
bring
we-
it up. So.
Wish we
Wait
named
for that
our.
Netflix adaptation.
Oh
Yes.
yeah, that's right.
I heard good things about it.
Oh,
I heard
That
good things
is that
so
still
far.
happening this year? Did it get delayed
No.
because of
I
everything?
think it got
delayed.
delayed.
Because of
Ah, no.
It's supposed to
Well,
come
there's
out this
delayed-
year.
yeah, but
Sadly.
wow.
The casting is
John
so
Cho.
spot on for
John
it.
Cho, he got injured, so they had to delay
Oh,
it. Plus
shoot.
Corona.
Oh
Yeah.
damn, that's
Damn, that
hurt.
sucks.
It's
Yeah.
I heard the director really praised John Cho on his adaptation of
Yeah.
Spike, though. He'd say he's doing like excellent
Bro.
job. So
Really?
yeah.
I am
I
excited.
mean, he's
Finally,
doing so good. He
Danielle
broke his
Pineda.
leg. Apparently, he literally
Is that
took
live
to
action?
break a leg out there. Literally, I don't know. Did he break a leg? How you
No,
got
I
hurt?
think
I-
he hurt
something. Yeah, he did get injured.
That sucks.
And I think the last
Oh.
thing they put out, they said Iron was going to be in it. That was like the last bit of news I saw of it.
It was
Gotta put iron in
yeah,
it.
they didn't.
They
I
got
don't
it.
think they've chosen.
An actor?
Ed.
for it?
Corgi.
Really?
Yeah. I don't think they chose Ed yet, because they
No.
chose.
They didn't choose
Oh.
the dog
They
yet.
chose. No. I
No,
think
Ed is the
Ed is-
girl,
Oh, I was talking.
Ed is the girl.
the nerdy girl.
Yeah. Oh yeah, she needs to be in it. She's a good character.
It
There's-
has to be.
Yeah. There's
There's only like 4
Jet.
characters.
Yeah.
Jet, Faye, Spike.
Spike,
Vicious.
Iron, and Faye. Or
And-
Ed.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Vicious, they already casted, but
Yeah.
we haven't
Hmm.
seen. What's it called? Spike's love interest. What's her name?
Julia.
Rose?
Julia.
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 Yeah, they
Julia.
casted.
Julia.
I think they casted Julia too.
Ooh,
Let
interesting.
me see.
So are they doing this as a movie or are they doing this as a show?
It's a show.
The show.
Yeah.
Oh, is
Adaptation.
it serious?
Fun fact though, do you know the voice actors of
Oh,
Spike?
sick.
Yeah, they're doing it as a show. They're doing it as a show on Netflix.
Nice.
Don't make it like Death Note.
Oh, yeah.
If they make it like Death Note, I'm about to
Death Note live action.
cancel
Yeah.
Netflix.
Yeah,
rough.
cancel
That
culture.
was
We're gonna
rough.
cancel Netflix.
You're done, Netflix.
Dude, I took the day off to watch that, and I was like, I'd rather.
It's terrible, right? Yeah.
Working right now.
Homeboy lost a check.
No, when they were doing super overly dramatic scene, it was at the pier and they put the
God.
Chicago music. I'm like, oh my god, you put the most like melodramatic rock song, and
That whole movie is
that was
melodramatic.
so funny. Gosh, they really they cut the balls off of Akira, like his original,
Light Yagami.
Light Yagami, pretty much. Like
He's a little pansy boy.
Yeah, he's super pansy but I digress. Yeah, I don't want to talk. I hate that adaptation.
Yeah.
It was so bad. I watched it with my
Yeah.
ex, and she kind of enjoyed it, but I was like, she'd never seen the original Death Note, so I was like, told her this is garbage. Just watch the original anime, and then she watched it through, and it's like, oh shoot, yeah, it's so much better.
Yep. And anyways, so let me get to my number one, and then we can start wrapping up. I know it's getting a little late, so.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I guess number one, like you said, Jeff, Girl Who Left Your Time. That was my favorite. I love that movie.
Nice.
Watched it with you.
Nice.
I really connected with you on that.
Yeah, we both liked that.
so
That movie.
that was our bonding friendship movie.
It
so.
really was.
Oh.
I remember. I think
Mhm.
I think Alan probably watched it with us. Everyone. Yeah.
Yeah, you, me, Alan. I think maybe Rashid watched it at your house.
Oh yeah, we did. Yeah, it's like
That was back in the day.
back in the day. We gotta do another anime session. You know,
Yeah.
when the COVID calms down,
Yep. Exactly.
host some
So, yeah.
movie nights. Yeah,
So, yeah.
that definitely agree with that. Girl Leaves Her Time. Have you guys all seen that movie?
Yeah, Girl Lives
Zelda?
of Time is really good.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Even
watch
the
it.
live action
That was
adaptation
solid.
is pretty good. It's very
Oh.
different, but it's good.
Oh, okay.
Oh, there's a live action?
I didn't know that.
There's a live action too. The story is a little bit
Really?
different, but it's pretty good too.
Nice,
Okay.
nice.
Nice.
Very
Mhm.
nice.
That's a good one too.
Oh,
If only we could
Yeah.
leap through time through better times right now.
I know. Leap out of 2020.
yeah, but leap out of 2020, go back to like 2018 or 2016.
Right.
Can we at least go? 2019 wasn't the best either, but we leap back.
Better than this.
Yeah. All
Jeez.
right, that's so good.
So yeah,
Well, we're hour
Nice.
in. Hour in.
We're
guys.
hour
We
in.
made
We're
it.
in it pretty
All
deep.
right, hold on. Let me get my anime list out.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Go.
Oh, he's
I'll
been
start, Ron.
preparing
Yeah,
this
go
whole
right.
time.
Go
He's,
for it.
he's not in his final form yet. He's been
All
charging
right.
up this whole time like an
Yeah.
anime Dragon Ball
Get his
episode.
key up.
I know, right?
All right, so it's hard narrowing 3 animes, so I chose 10.
Okay.
So,
We'll close it out with that.
definitely. I
3
love all
hours later.
I love all the stuff that is like super emotional, like slice of life, like good stuff like that. So, Clannad, After Story,
Ooh.
Anohana,
Good
Full
dude.
Metal is definitely top 10.
Yeah.
Evangelion, nobody said that. Evangelion is top 10 for me.
Mm.
Really, really good. Fooly Cooly is up there too. The original Fooly Cooly. Code Geass for sure. Code Geass is really, really good. As far as Your Lie in April was really good. I actually
Oh
Your
yeah,
Lies, okay,
that was
that was
really good.
I like that list.
Yeah.
Evangelion is one of my top favorite ones.
Yeah.
When I watched the original, those 2 movies, the conclusion movies,
freaking good.
it's like it kind of like was so it really puts you in like a weird perspective watching it because they always break like the fourth wall a little bit, and like
Yeah.
and it was like so
It
it
got
kind
really
of
meta with
traumatizing. It kind of traumatizing. It was kind of really
Yeah.
really
I literally-
emotional.
I only watched Evangelion last year. I put it off for so long just because I know if I were to go back, I probably couldn't appreciate it just because at the time I was like, all right, ugh. But now going and watching it, it still holds up till this day. Like
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna probably rewatch it just because it's so good.
excellent. If
It's a
if I had to
tiny
pick
anime.
one mech
Yeah.
type
Have you-
anime, that's it.
Oh
Have you
yeah.
guys seen the one? I think the last movie's coming out, but like the 1.0 and 2.0 movies
I've
they've
seen-
been putting out for those.
I've seen 1.0 and 2.0.
Yeah.
I don't think I've seen 3.0 yet. Is that the last?
3.0 is super weird.
It's
Like
very
I heard kind of bad things
It's-
about it.
Is it
I
just
don't
kind of
think
trippy
people
or
will-
something?
awkward.
it's
I mean, even
so
Evangelion is already trippy, but
yeah, it is. The first 2 kind of
weird.
like condense things and make it make more sense.
Mhm.
And then once you get to movie 3, it's like, what?
Yeah, we're not
And
talking
they
about
put
reboots,
off-
right? We're talking about 1.0 and stuff like
The
that.
rebuild
Yeah,
movies.
the 1.0 movies. Yeah, the redubs. And then 4.0 has been like put off for so freaking long.
Yeah, for
I
like half a
think it's
decade now.
supposed Yeah.
It was supposed to be
last
the project
year or
was
this
supposed to
year.
be done like by
Yeah.
now. Yeah. But I'm waiting until all the movies are out, and I'll just like watch them all the way through.
Binge
'cause-
Binge them all together.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'll just wait until.
Yeah.
Definitely. Hopefully, it'll turn out to be well because I'm sure he's gonna do a new ending for this one. 'Cause
Yeah.
when he made the original series, he was in like a deep depression type of state. He
Yeah.
probably is now, right now, with Corona again.
Yeah.
I
Like
know,
the way
right?
it's timed
I
right
know.
now. But he was in such a Kauanoe. Yep, the director writer for it.
Kauanoe, so freaking genius, and that literally held up after all these years. Like, dude, he did great.
Yeah.
And then
I didn't like the anime ending though. The anime ending was kind of crap. But
You didn't
his
watch
movie
the
ending, his
The
The
movie,
anime ending's
the movie ending?
stupid.
the movie
Yeah.
endings are good.
yeah.
But the
not-
anime ending's dumb.
The anime
Yeah.
ending was a little dumb, but that's why he did the movies, and the movie ending
Yeah.
was way better.
Because the anime ending was they all clap right for Shinji at the end.
Congrats.
Yeah. Congrats! You're not a simp
Congratulations.
anymore. You're not a.
You're a man.
You're a
You
man.
made your own decision.
Asuka likes you.
Yeah, exactly. That's the ending that you wanted. Yeah. Like,
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was weird.
So
But I think it was a
forced.
troll
That's
ending.
how
It
I
was.
felt.
I think he did that on
Yeah.
purpose as a troll to like the anime
No.
fandom.
it wasn't.
did.
It was
Was
because
it?
they ran out of money.
What did the funding? I was
Oh,
saying the
really?
funding got cut.
I
They ran
forgot
out of
about
money.
that.
The money got cut, and so they had to wrap it up super quick. And then when they made the money
Oh,
back, or after they
damn.
made the money back, that's when they made the movies.
GG clap. Easy.
Yeah.
Easy clap.
Yeah,
Easy
That
clap.
makes a lot
Good
of
game.
sense now.
So that's why
Wow.
the movies are the canonical ending.
That's still a troll to
Mm.
me. They're trolling the
makes
animations
sense.
too. Hey, you guys freaking cut our funding. We're just gonna do an easy clap ending.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yep.
But when they got the funding
We're
for
all-
the movie,
We're in this
Really good.
together.
yeah,
All right, Ron. Why don't you give us the rest of
yeah,
your
yeah. Go rest.
go for
Evangelion is hard not to talk about. That's such a. I can't believe we didn't talk about it earlier.
Yeah, Angel Beats is good.
Oh, dang it. Okay, that's my number 3. I take it back.
We need
That's my number
another.
3.
We need another
Yeah.
anime episode.
See,
Gate is really good.
Ron, open,
Oh yeah,
open,
Steins Gate.
Ron.
Uh,
Oh my
that's
God!
fantastic.
Stop opening a can of worms. There's so many good anime. All right, go Steins Gate. I love it.
What is it? Golden Boy is really funny. It's not my
Oh,
top 10, but it's still
Golden Boy,
pretty
yeah.
funny.
That's
Go
one of
with
the
it.
top
Darling
comedy
and the
ones.
Franks, I really like. Darling and the Franks, I really like.
Mm.
It's not-
Ah,
yeah, it's-
But
Zero
that,
two
but
waifu.
Ron, the
Bro.
last 2 episodes, dude. Come on.
bro,
Come on.
yeah,
But aliens.
You want us to
Yeah.
cry?
it's crazy. That's
But
the
aliens.
formula. We'll get into
10
the
out of
trigger.
10. But aliens. That's a Steam review right there.
Yeah.
What else am I saying? I said Code Geass already. My number 1 of all time is Gurren Lagann. The hands down.
Gurren
Gurren
Lagann.
Fair
Lagann.
enough.
Logan? Love
But-
it.
Okay.
Yeah.
But
good pick.
movie wise, if I want to sprinkle those in, I want to eat your pancreas. Any of like the Studio Ghibli stuff.
Yep.
Wolf Children. Nobody said Wolf Children. Oh my god.
Oh, Wolf
I
Children.
love that movie.
I love
Wolf
that
Children's
movie
so
too.
good.
There's
Sleeper
so many
hit.
good ones.
Yeah.
That
Number
movie made
2,
me cry so
yeah.
hard.
freaking A Silent Voice. I'll
Oh
hand.
yeah, Silent Voice.
Yeah.
The reason
Favorite
why
really
Silent
good.
Voice is newer than those movies, so that's why it was more in our memory. But Wolf Children, I really love. They're so overrated. Like,
Same
I mean, not
studio.
overrated.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, underrated. Like
Underrated,
Wolf
right?
Children.
Yeah.
Wolf
They're
Children.
They're the
so-
same studio, right?
If you're
I
gonna
believe
watch
so, yeah.
watch anything by Makoto
Mm.
Shinkai, watch any Trigger Animation, formerly Gainax, watch anything A1 Pictures,
Yep.
watch anything Studio Ghibli stuff or Ghibli stuff, however you want to pronounce it. Watch Hosada stuff. That's like I think Girl Who Leapt Through Time, he did that. The Boy and the Beast was really good. What else did he do? 5 centimeters per second, I think. Summer Wars was
Yeah.
really good too. But watch
Summer
that.
Wars.
Oh,
favorite
Summer
ones.
Wars.
But yeah,
Actually,
The
Maybe
Boy
it's
and the
not
Beast. I think that was Hosada as well, right? The Boy and the Beast, the same person that did the Girl Lead Through Time. I like that one too.
Mhm.
The Boy
Yeah,
and the Beast.
Hosada's really good, and those are the 3 like I like. But I'm trying to go back and watch old anime, like
That's what
like
I do all the time. I like
classic
doing that.
stuff.
Yeah.
Classic.
I love
But
Yu
watching
Yu
like
Hakusho is a good classic to start out.
Yeah, but definitely.
Really
So,
good.
but yeah, I know we're running at time, but yeah, I just want to get all
Yeah.
that out there. So those are the
Great.
recommendations.
Wow.
So, but yeah,
we wanted this
that's
the
all.
anime episode. This
picks.
was an anime episode. We
picks.
covered
Yeah.
like generations, 30 years of anime right there.
We really did.
Yeah.
Yo, Shane, you got to come back on the podcast in the
yeah,
future,
man,
dude.
it's fun.
Whenever you get a
Yeah,
chance.
definitely, man. Definitely,
back.
definitely. I'd love to.
Yep.
Sure.
We'll
It's
do
fun
it.
having
Because
you.
like Ron's just going through his list, and I was just like, oh yeah, that one. Oh yeah, that
Maybe
one.
All right.
maybe the week after next, because we have another special guest again next week, I believe. And
Right.
the week after next week, I'll have you back if you like.
Yeah.
Whenever you're free.
Yeah,
Pretty fun.
definitely. Yeah, definitely. I would love to. Do you guys usually record Sundays?
Yep,
Every Sunday.
Sunday around 9 p.m. usually.
8 to 9 p.m.
8
Yeah.
to 9, yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect. I'm usually always off on Sundays, so that works.
Perfect. It's meant to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Meant to be.
All
That's
right.
what we've been doing.
Cool. So, but yeah,
Cool.
thank you guys so much for tuning in for this very, very, very long stream and holding out with us with
All our technical difficulties.
stuff like that.
My internet
but
actually
yeah,
held up this time, thankfully.
yeah, but we're definitely gonna work on fixing this problem next week, so that way we don't have it. But yeah, other than that, we'll shout out to all you guys' socials. Shout out to Anchor for sponsoring this episode. We always thank you guys for sponsoring us.
For sure.
But yeah, where can they find you guys? Shane, guest of honor, where can they find you?
You can find me on Twitter and Instagram, Twitch, all under will eventually all be under BatFan916.
Mhm.
Haven't been streaming too much. Ron can attest work is work. It's very hectic. So as soon as work settles down, I'm in the process of possibly moving very soon. So once all that settles, I'll definitely be on Twitch a lot. But yeah, BatFan916 on pretty much everything.
On Twitch as well?
Yes.
Oh, yeah,
I think
that's
Twitch right now it's Vault Hunter, but I'll change it to
Oh,
eventually
okay.
a Bat Fan.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I have to throw you back a follow then, because you did for me, I to believe.
Sounds
Yeah, I'll check. I didn't know you streamed.
Yep.
Cool.
Fu?
You can find me on Rolla_F, Instagram, Twitch, blah 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 blah. You know where to find me.
Awesome. Jeff?
You can find me on 350Z Time on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, or Twitch as well, since I stream a lot on there. 350Z Time is the channel. So definitely check it, stop by, say hi.
All right. Awesome. And as always, you guys can find me wherever my link is at Ron Kauanoe on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. But yeah, other than that, that's pretty much it. Thank you guys so much for tuning in this week. We do appreciate it. If you guys did like this, it does help us if you share the podcast, give a 5-star review. We always appreciate it, especially if you share with your friends. Because, yeah, like I said, times are tough right now. So if we can kind of bring some sort of lightheartedness, that makes us happy. But yeah, other than that, until next time, take care, guys. We'll see you later.
Peace out. Take care.
Peace. Black Lives Matter.